morning, Melanie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
And here I am again, intruding into creating content together with you. A very impromptu session. So we're going to have this session, Prepare Mondays, together with a coach such as yourself. And we already had a session back in the past, right? And it was very, very powerful in how we're looking at kickstarting a person's week. When they kickstart a fresh week with great mindset and great positivity, I think it impacts them throughout the week. And it also creates an energy and the enthusiasm for them to pass on, whether it's in their personal or professional lives as well. So earlier today, we had this conversation about the impact that our daily lives bring us in the profession that we exude into. You are a coach, you are a wellness coach, you're a motivational speaker. When it comes to that, you face clients from all walks of life.
Correct.
We also discussed that it can be very difficult on our own emotions. So
Correct.
perhaps if you could just share, how do you traverse this space?
Wow, how do I traverse this space? Once again, you ask powerful questions. I guess it'll be best if I start off a little bit about myself, the background myself. Okay, so when I was growing up, I was seen as very sensitive. I'm very empathic, and I realized that is a gift. So basically, that has helped me to understand life a little bit deeper and to have more compassion towards others. Okay, right. So fast forward to the present moment. Okay, in my line of work, as a coach, a speaker, as well as a psychologist, I call myself a mix between a storyteller, and a secret keeper. Okay, and I am very honored, to be a secret keeper for many people. Okay, at the same time, the burden to listen to these stories are heavy. So there are times when I just listen to these stories, and in my heart, I ask myself, why is there so much of suffering in this world? Okay, so I remember back in my days when I was working with the communities, the marginalized communities, the ones that people forget about. I just come back home so drained, you see. And that is when I realized that detachment and boundaries are very important qualities to have. So, of course, it's a skill set, especially if you put your heart and soul in the work that you do. Sometimes it may be a bit of a challenge to call that parts of you back once the session ends, especially after hearing such a heart-wrenching story. So in order to traverse through this really sacred and honorable work, the first thing I always put is myself. How do I feel about myself right now? Am I able to hold space for myself while I hold space for others? So back to you, Kumaran.
Oh, that's amazing, Melanie. I can't help but draw the parallels again. I think we mentioned it in our first session as well.
Yeah.
The similarities between a coach and also a financial consultant and agency leader is so similar. Yeah, we draw joy and strength. At the same time, on the hindsight, we also draw the pain, the ambitions, the frustrations of our clients and our prospects as well. And that space can be sometimes very, very draining on us, on our psyche, on our emotions, our mind, and our body and soul as well, right? And when you talk about detachment, that's an amazing topic to look into. So detachment, how can one, especially a financial consultant, detach from two things here? One, the burdens of a client's financial problems and the rejections that come out because of this. Because people do get rejected. Consultants or agency leaders get rejected, whether it's in the sales of their financial planning process and the product, or even with recruitment. It could not just be because the person doesn't want to connect with you. There could be a variety of reasons, right? So how do we not take it personally and detach from it?
Yes. I hear very powerful terms, rejection, that's one, and burden. Okay. And as a financial consultant, I can already imagine that you are seen as the gatekeeper. Okay. And for some people, as well as a lifesaver. especially if they have so many debts to settle. They have a death in the family due to COVID-19, and the more powerful ones that's happening, unfortunately, is that because how fast COVID-19 affects us, suddenly it unearthed a lot of debts that has not been revealed, discussed in the family.
Yes.
Okay, and it's such a huge burden, you see, for the surviving members. All right. So I would say this. First and foremost, understand where your role is. What is your role? As a financial consultant, your role is to provide guidance.
Mhm.
Okay, and those who are ready, those who are willing to make a difference, and those are willing to make that commitment to do the work, okay, will say yes. So
Yeah.
I always tell my clients, my students, do not be despaired if you get rejected, because either the timing is not right, the person is not ready, or the person is not a good fit for you.
Right.
It does not reflect on your own personal attributes or characteristics. Yeah. So basically, that is my perspective on this. Back to you, Kumaran.
I hear that. That's very true. I think that important line that you said, guidance, is such an important part of our role as financial consultants, where we get into the role of just understanding what a person needs and what he wants, where the solutions come into play. So guidance first and then solutions next. And
Yes.
if at all these things don't fall into play, you're right, the timing might not be at this appropriate for them, right? Given the consideration of how COVID has impacted livelihoods, right, and medical bills that might pile up as well as a result of the COVID situation, as a result of the side effects of vaccinations as well.
Yes.
All
Yes.
these things might impact a person's financial capacity, and it does not necessarily reflect whether the FC has done a good job or not. Yeah,
Correct.
thank you for that, Melanie. Again, powerful thoughts, powerful words. And now we're going to get into something fun that we are going to do in September, towards the end of September. The tentative date is 29th of September on a Wednesday. We're going to roll out a bite-sized program of yours. So perhaps you could just share with us a bit more about this abundance mindset that we're going to speak about on that day.
Yeah. So I love it when ideas just come together instantly. Okay. And I guess at this point of time, a lot of people are getting very disheartened. They need the they need the motivation sometimes, or even a different way of seeing the current financial situation as of late. Okay. And as financial consultants, that is your bread and butter, you see. So when I teach about the abundance mindset, okay, I do not specifically highlight on the money itself, because in my world, money is energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in this short workshop, I'll be talking about how are you going to allow yourself to receive the abundance of this energy that comes in the form of money, opportunities, good health, support, love, and so on and so forth, so that they can support you in whatever that you wish to do in your life. Because first and foremost, we are worthy and deserving, very much deserving to receive good things in life. Yeah. So basically, that's the short summary. The rest will be in that workshop.
Going to be really exciting. So we're doing a 3-hour session. You'll be taking the lead for it for the first couple of hours, and I'll come in to play that narrative of where we can take abundance into their professional lives. While you're talking about their personal lives, traversing into professional lives as well. And it's so exciting as always. I told you, it'll be great to start the morning having a session with you. And it is going to be a morning session on the 29th. So I'm looking forward to it in the last few months, which we call it the final sprint in the industry, October, November, and December. I feel that this session would really amplify the motivations, the abundance for the financial consultants to push forward in this last stretch for them. So looking forward to it, Melanie, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you soon again, my friend. You have an amazing day, and we will roll out this hashtag Prepare Monday very soon, and looking forward for the audience to also resonate with what we shared about today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.